The emotional interviews of the victims affected by Catholic priests in Pennsylvania continue to come into our newsroom.
Our Marcel Clark is live at the Right Now desk to share how victims are speaking out this morning. Marcel, some of these people are tough to hear from.
Yes, very tough. I just got done listening through some of those interviews, and victims are wanting change this morning. Almost all of them are determined to make that change for future generations. Take a listen.
The Pope should have by now immediately called every cardinal and the bishop, and not called directly, but called for them to get their noses out of the legislative battle across this nation. No longer block the statutes of limitation reform that people need.
They find somebody that they can believe in, especially a man of God, that you put all your trust in, and then later on they at some point destroy that trust, and that is traumatic. The physical is traumatic, but the emotional, psychological damage that's done is also traumatic.
Vansickle told news outlets that his motivation for speaking about his experience was not to tear down the church, but to allow the Catholic Church to redeem itself. His comments came in the wake of a state grand jury report stating that around 300 Roman Catholic priests in Pennsylvania molested more than 1,000 children. And that number could increase since some records were lost and some victims never came forward. Vansickle says his mending with the church is going to depend on the bishops of the state of Pennsylvania. He says if he doesn't see any changes, he doesn't see himself going back. Joan, Gina, back to you.
Thanks, Mark.